Hey guys, back with another episode of the Filmaholic. Today we're going to be talking about our top 10 anticipated films of 2020. DeBelle, do you want to start it off?
Why not? All right, number 10, Black Widow. Uh, I'm excited because like they're testing a new genre with it, like as a spy thriller. Um, Also, my only problem with it is like why didn't they do this like before Infinity War? But I can kind of know why, because I guess you can say it's like risky, but you know, um, and also curious to learn more about her background. Like we know her like from the comics, but for the movies, I'm curious. And I'm also excited for Russian Captain America. And pretty much it. And hopefully see a Robert Downey Jr. cameo. And my ninth will be Wonder Woman 1984. We really don't know anything like as like plot or anything,
Yeah.
but like man, like anything with like from the 80s is like a cheat code. Like I'm in like when I like was it that Blue Monday like remix in the trailer? My God, man, I got that on my Spotify. I listen to that whenever I go work out. Uh, I'm excited to see Chris Pine back. Kristen, I'm kind of like curious to see how she would do as Cheetah.
I'm nervous about that, but
Then like then Pedro Pascal with his like blonde wig, I want to see that. Excited, curious to see that, especially like how like his like especially since I'm into characters that are like they're not like powerful or anything, but they're just Tesla like meant to like like Simo or like Mysterio, maybe Killmonger, but he got enhanced with the like the black herbs and stuff. And that's pretty much it.
okay. Let me go to my number 10, and that is going to be The Trial of the Chicago 7, which is Aaron Sorkin's next movie, which he'll be writing and directing. If you've seen Aaron Sorkin's work, you know he's a phenomenal screenwriter, one of the best out there. And the last film he directed was Molly's Game, and he did a really great job with that. He's been working on this film since 2007, so he's really passionate about it. He's still going. It's got a pretty good cast, including Michael Keaton. Um, I really like political movies. This is back, about the Vietnam protest and the trial around people with that, and I think it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited to see how it plays out. Um, and then my number 9 is Without Remorse, which is uh, it's an adaptation of a Tom Clancy novel, but it's being written by Taylor Sheridan and directed by I'm not sure, I can't remember his name, but it's the guy who directed the second Sicario film, which I wasn't a huge fan of that, but that's just because I had such high expectations from the first Sicario. But with the people involved, with the writer and everything, and then you also got Michael B. Jordan starring in this film. Sounds pretty good. That's gonna be my number 9. You want to talk about your number 8?
Number 8. Okay. Uh, Pretty much 007, No Time to Die. Boy, all right. Let's just pretend Spectrum never happened, except that scene in Mexico. Pretty much it. But man, I forget who's directing the movie, but like man, like one thing I was loved about the James Bond movies, well,
Kerry Fukunaga.
yeah, as recently as like the cinematography, that's one thing I always enjoyed. Like from the cinematography, the color palettes, uh, what is it? The studio giving Daniel Craig a blank check to come back, and on the arms, I'm really excited for her being the new Bond girl, and like I don't know, like the only thing I'm not kind of I wouldn't say like I'm mad about it, but I'm just kind of like neutral about it is Rami Malek as the villain, because like I'm not saying he's a horrible actor or not. I'm not like, but it's just I don't know. I'm probably still pissed about him winning that Oscar pretty much, but but I'm still curious what he can do though. Like, uh, I think he can do like one thing is I think he's really good in accents though. He can do like accents really well, but and also like the stunts. But I also want to see like what because like every Bond movie, they always have something new to introduce.
Yeah.
I'm excited what else, like what it can introduce, like stunts, cinematography, whatever. Like, I'm just, I'm really excited, man. Like, dude, when I saw that teaser, oh my god, whew, like boy, whew, like, oh, okay. In my number 7 will be Disney Pixar Soul.
Okay.
You have the voices, Jamie Foxx and some other voices that I completely freaking forgot. But one thing that Disney Pixar never fails is to give me a nice, good quality film. Not just for kids, but for adults like me and you, which I don't know how the hell we're adults. But like, man, like I just love it because like it talked about like you ever like everyone has a dream, right? Like we may work, I guess you can say like jobs sometimes we take for granted. Not granted, but like it's something that was not meant for us. And that's one thing. And talking to like it's just like pretty much one thing I gathered from the teaser is like accomplish your dreams, even if well at least make an attempt at it. If you failed, what matters is that you attempted at it, and you can say I attempted at it and it didn't work out. So I'm really excited to see that. Especially like it gave me that nice heart touching from like typically from a Pixar film, and you know for sure that we're gonna cry in it.
I did see the trailer the other day or yesterday, I think, and I liked it. It definitely looks better than Onward. The only thing I'm a little cautious about with Soul is I'm not a big fan of the way the animation looks, the way they have the character design. Um, but I like the story looks interesting. I'm excited.
That's actually why I'm kind of like, well, I'm not like you when it comes to animation. I'm kind of like, I'm just like, I can kind of see what kind of vibe they're trying to go for, and I'm just like, okay, all right, all right. I was like, but it better work though. It better work. All right, your turn, amigo.
All right, my number 8 is one that you already mentioned, and that's Black Widow. Um, Black Widow is probably up there, if not the most anticipated, but one of the most anticipated of the next phase of Marvel for me. The trailer looked bonkers good. It was amazing. Uh, just from the action, being character driven, I felt like, and also the score. The score in that trailer was fucking phenomenal. Um, but you got Scarlett Johansson in this film, who gave two of the best performances of the year this past year. You got Florence Pugh in this, who gave three amazing performances this past year. I mean, the talent in this is just crazy. And you got what's his name, Hopper from Stranger Things in there. It's gonna be great. And Rachel Weisz. I can't wait. It looks really good. And my number 7 is The French Dispatch, which is Wes Anderson's next film, which I wasn't originally that excited for. I heard it was a musical, and then I looked up today, and it kind of seems like it's not going to be a musical now, that it's actually going to be a drama. But Wes Anderson usually doesn't disappoint. His last film, Isle of the Dogs, was probably my favorite film of his. So I'm really excited to see what he does next. And it's being said to be a love letter to journalists. I think that's pretty interesting.
Well, that's gonna be fun. Fox News is gonna have a field day. I'm going to hell. All right, all right. Fifth. I'm gonna go assume that. Yeah, fifth. Yeah.
This
My
should be
fifth
your
will
number
be
6.
number 6. Okay, six. Six will be The Internals.
Okay.
Man, what the power of the mouse, and when I mean the power of the mouse, like the power of his bank account. Like man, like this is like an all-star cast, man. Like from like especially from Salma Hayek to like Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, which probably I'm assuming here like probably in the States he's not, well, he's well known, but like probably like in England he's more well known. What's this dude? I can't remember. He was in Silicon Valley, like in Stuber. I can't remember pronounce his name right.
Um,
The Pakistani actor, Kumbaji
Camille is.
Kamil.
I don't want to mispronounce his name. I know who you're talking about.
I'm just gonna say him, like my boy K. My boy K's in this. Was it? I was about to say David Tyree, but no, that's a wide receiver for the that used to play for the Giants.
Brian,
Fuck, I
is
can
it Brian Henry?
Brian Henry, yeah, Brian Henry. Like, man, this is just an all-star cast. I'm like, dude, and like, I know what the internals are, but like, same thing. I'm excited, like how they're gonna like how they're gonna do it for the cinematic universe, and also like where they're gonna like just always do something new. Like I wonder what they could say about humans. You know, like especially like with all this like current events lately, especially like since Eternals, them being like the I guess you can say like the equivalent of God. So yeah, I'm
Yeah, I don't
excited
know
for that.
what to expect from it. It's in the past, right?
Yeah, it's before like pretty much it's like year zero, pretty much like since like the beginning, like the first one in the timeline.
No.
And my next one would be Greyhound.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, you know it's like with Tom Hanks, and you know with anything with Tom Hanks is either gonna be really good. But I'm excited just because like I really like war films, and this is like probably like I think he hasn't done a war film like this since like what was it Saving Private Ryan, right? It was basically like about like pretty much like war film, but like in
Actual.
summer.
No.
Yeah, like but like in submarines. So I'm really excited about that, and yeah, uh, yeah, man, I'm good to go. Your turn.
My number 6 is going to be, I think, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Mank. It's David Fincher's next film, and it doesn't have a release date yet, but it is supposed to come out this year. It'll
Uh-huh.
probably, I would say, probably December, maybe November, or could be even be one of those movies that come out limited this year and get pushed back to January. But anything David Fincher makes, I'm here for. He's been a phenomenal director, um, and he's making this film, which is based on a script that his father had, which I think is interesting. It's a Hollywood story, which always gets me. I like, any story that's based in Hollywood, especially when it's like a true story that's something we don't really know about. And it's about Herman J. I think Mankiewicz is his name, and Orson Welles, and them kind of fighting over the credit of Citizen Kane, the writing credit. So, and it's also got Gary Oldman attached to play the lead. So I really think this is going to be a big film in this year, especially coming up the next Oscar season. My next film at number 5 is Top Gun Maverick. Big fan of Top Gun. It's a great '80s film. This trailer got me so excited. Gives us back into the spirit of Top Gun. Love Tom Cruise. Think it's going to be a blast. I just hope it doesn't disappoint.
I'm
Your
the
turn.
one who got you. I'm the one who got you in that movie. I'm like, have you seen Top Gun? Have you seen? No, man, I haven't seen it yet.
That's true. It took me a while to actually get around to watching Top Gun. I had tried to watch it in the past, and then I only watched like half of it, and then you started talking to me about it. I went back and rewatched the whole thing, and
I was
really
telling
loved
you
it.
like, yeah, I was just telling you, man, this that can be like a good blueprint for a Green Lantern movie,
Which we'll talk about at some point.
which we'll talk about at some point. But back to the fucking list to finish it off. Top Gun. Top Gun. Man, what can I say about like my man Tom Cruise, man? Uh, I think well, Tom Cruise is a great actor. It's just his movies just of late haven't been. I wouldn't say they're terrible or anything, but it's just he hasn't. We haven't seen anything him do anything dramatic as of late. Uh, especially, I'm excited to see Miles Teller as Goose's son.
No, Miles
Uh,
Teller is not. Is
he's
he?
not. Yeah, because of the
Yes, he
mustache.
is. He is. He is. Okay,
Yeah.
he is. You're right.
Fuck, I'm the
Yeah.
one who got you into this shit. Man, I'm trying to correct my facts.
Well, originally Miles Teller and Glenn Powell were both going for that role of Goose's son, and Miles Teller got it, but Glenn Powell's also in the movie playing a
Yeah,
different character.
they were like, you know what? You're already in here. Come on, you're cheap. No, I'm serious though. Um, I'm also like the soundtrack. One thing I love about the first Top Gun was the soundtrack. So I want to see like what kind of songs they're going to incorporate. Are they going to use some from the '90s, some from like the early 2000s, or probably any modern ones?
You think they're bringing Kenny Loggins back?
Shit, I don't know. I mean, they're going to bring back the song, but not him. I mean, like, nah, we using your one from the version from the '80s, not the new one.
That's fine. That's fine. I just hope they don't do like that same song and like bring somebody else in to do a cover.
And ooh, what if they bring back Panic at the Disco, like they did with Suicide Squad,
I'll
Bohemian
get up
Rhapsody?
and walk out of the fucking theater.
Go walk out like LeBron in the post conference, like go look at the screen and be like, come back with something better. All right, now, you ready? You ready?
Did you get? Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. I'm just being dramatic here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
My third one will be 10th.
Tenet.
Yeah. 10th. Yeah.
Okay.
10th. Oh fucking hell. All right. It has some like it has like baby Denzel. It has Robert Pattinson. That's all I know. But man, it's Christopher Nolan in. You know, I'm one of those Christopher Nolan fans that like to write his nuts, basically. I think Dunkirk was a good movie, but for his standards, it was all right. Um, yeah, man. Like, obviously we don't know the premise or anything about it, but it looks, I don't know, it just looks really good, and it kind of gives off that, that Blade Runner kind of, a vibe of it, a bit, sort of.
Okay.
And what else? I don't know. Well, what I mean the vibe, I mean like just by the aesthetic of it. Not
That
like,
is okay.
yeah, I don't know. English is not first language, but but I don't know, man. But it's just Robert Pattinson, man. It's just, I'm just excited, man. Like, I just been loving his work lately. Like the last 6 years, I've just been loving his work. So I'm most just excited to see him and to see what kind of weird shit Christopher Nolan can do this time, which I would probably love. So yeah,
Okay.
your turn.
Okay. My number 4 is called "Those Who Wish Me Dead," and it's a neo-western, which is going to be not only written but also directed by Taylor Sheridan again. This is going to be a big year for him. If you've watched like Hell or High Water, Wind River, Sicario, you know what you're getting into as far as his version of neo westerns. They're really great, and this one stars Angelina Jolie in the lead role. So that's enough to get you excited right there. Her coming back for this dramatic role with him, looking at his past work, this is going to be something really special. It's also got John Bernthal, which he's worked with before, coming back. I think this is probably going to be one of the best films of the year. Is going to turn out to be one of the best films of the year. Um, my number 3 is Dune, which is Denis Villeneuve's next film. Never watched the original Dune. I think it's based on a book. Never read the book, but it's Denis Villeneuve, so I'm really excited for it. It's got Timothée Chalamet as the lead. We got Josh Brolin in here, Javier Bardem, some other bigger name actors. Zendaya, I think, is going to be in it.
Rebecca Ferguson,
Yes. Oh my God, I forgot about Rebecca Ferguson being in it. A big fan of Rebecca Ferguson. So,
Oscar Isaac.
see, you just get like, it's got a huge cast. This is going to be incredible, and I think they're trying to make it as like a 2-part film. Like, so this, if this
Yeah,
one
it is.
does well, I think you're going to get a next film probably in like 2022, something like that. So, I, you know, and all I keep imagining is his version of Blade Runner, and hopefully seeing similar styles to that in this. I think it's gonna be something really special.
And hopefully it gets more attention. Like, well, I mean, attention like financial.
Well, this is a first film. You don't have to go back and watch something before you watch this one.
Well,
I feel like a lot of people with Blade Runner, not only first of all, Blade Runner had a long runtime for a sequel to something that no one really, a lot of people didn't watch. It's a cult classic. It didn't ever really have that big of an audience. So it's unfortunate what happened with Blade Runner 2049, but we'll see what happens with this.
all right, all right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Number 2.
Actually, you say your number 2, and then I'll say my number 2, and then we'll do one's last.
All right, number 2. Boy, look, this shit's not gonna win an Oscars. It might probably not be a critically acclaimed or anything, but it's gonna make a shitload of money, and it's gonna make me laugh and have fun. Fast and Furious, man. Man, you know I'm excited. I'm ready to see like The Rock grab a torpedo in his bare arms.
I don't think The Rock's gonna be in this movie.
Well, shit, I don't care who it is. Vin Diesel.
All right, Vin Diesel. I'm
excited to see someone. I'm ready to see Vin Diesel stop on the ground and bring that whole entire parking lot down.
It'll probably happen. He'll cause the next earthquake in California. It'll be him.
I'm ready to see like him saying his quotes like "We family, mi familia." Like, I'm excited to see what kind of crazy shit they're gonna bring in. I'm excited like what kind of shit John Cena's gonna do. I wonder what Cardi B is gonna do. Like, I have high hopes for this movie, man. I have such high hopes. Like,
my highest hope is that it ends with them setting up them going to space in the last one.
Exactly, like
maybe they can go under the water in this one. Maybe they can like go into the ocean and go find Atlantis or something.
Nothing is off limits in this movie. Like, I want to see like a Transformers and a Fast and Furious crossover. I want to see Jurassic Park.
It could happen. Yes. In the film with a T-Rex just coming on the screen for no reason.
Yeah, like you know, fucking like just go wild with it. Like, have like them go in the fucking space. Like how you said, let them go underwater, discover Atlantis. Like DC's already gone to shit, so why not have the crossover with them? They're basically the fucking Avengers and Justice League at this point.
Yeah, they're Universal's version.
They're like Universal. Wait, they have rights to Jurassic Park, right?
Yes, and Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Oh my god! See, this is like $1 billion idea. Like, you're gonna have my people going in for this just because of the soundtrack. Because you know Cardi B's gonna make the soundtrack.
Yeah.
They're gonna make some contacts with some homeboys from Puerto Rico. They're gonna make some contacts from Mexico. They're for sure gonna call that Bad Bunny rapper. And guess what? I'm gonna listen to that soundtrack. I'm gonna be jamming to it on my way to the gym in the fucking 5 a.m. I'm gonna be like blasting it up all the way. Man, I'm excited for this movie like you don't know. Oh my god.
They do have good soundtracks. Even the 8th one, which I didn't like, the last one, it had a good soundtrack.
Fuck you mean, man? Yeah, of course. They have fantastic soundtracks. Awesome. Man, but like, oh my god. You don't know, man. Like, I just want to see, like, nothing is off limits. Like, what kind of creative shit they can do. You're just kind of like, what the fuck, my man. Oh, you know what? How about with them, like with the Raptors? You know, like, you know, when Chris Pratt
I'm thinking about the Transformers thing, and like just imagine Vin Diesel like driving like Optimus Prime. Yeah, he like makes it drift and like jumps out the side, and then Optimus like turns into his full form.
And you do that Michael Bay slow motion right there.
Yeah.
I will pay full price for this movie.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you. I'm not. I'm using that Regal Limited. You're out of your goddamn mind.
I don't know. I mean, I would want to see it in RPX or IMAX, though. I feel like these movies are made for those.
No. Fuck RPX. Fuck IMAX. You know what it is? D-Box.
I've never seen a film on D-Box.
And watching seeing that movie like. Oh man, we got to make a review. You're not gonna have I'm gonna have fun with this. I'm gonna be laughing. I will be crying. I'll be throwing tantrums, mostly tantrums. We'll be having a good time with this. We got to do this like after we've done seeing the movie.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be a fun. I mean, I hope it's a fun movie. The only one of the Fast and Furious movies of recent years that I haven't liked is the 8th one. But they're bringing back Justin Lin to direct this film. I think it's going to be better. I think it's going to go back to how it was.
I don't give a fuck who they bring back. I want to see what kind of ridiculous they want to go.
Did you like the last one?
Huh?
Did you like 8? Fate of the Furious?
No. I mean, I have fun with it, but
Oh man, it was painful.
I was just like there, like on my bedroom, like right there, my bed, like right there, like right there, watching it on HBO, and I was just like 12 in the fucking morning, just going like, what the fuck is this?
Okay, on to my number 2. This is a WB film. It's gonna be pretty big. Scoob, a Scooby Doo movie. I'm a big fan of Scooby Doo. Okay, grew up watching this. I love Scooby Doo. I loved the 2002 film. I thought it was a lot of fun. Still watch it occasionally. This animated trailer was great. It's definitely hands down going to be the best animated film of 2020. The animation style looks good. It looks heartwarming. It looks funny. I like the cast that we got in here. We got Zac Efron as Fred. That's great casting. This is going to be something really special. Yeah, okay. Not a Scooby-Doo fan? Did you watch the trailer? You didn't like it?
I mean, I liked it. Like all seriousness though, all seriousness though. Now, I mean, I liked it, but it's just like how long they gonna keep doing this?
Doing what?
Like, okay, they did the old ones. No one liked Scrappy. I thought he was okay. He
You're
did
talking about the live action 2002 film.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's just kind of. I don't know. I just think what got to people was like and it also got me, but it took me some time to like after reflection and all that. I think what got to people was just like with Shaggy getting the dog basically when he was a little kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a heartwarming film. It's gonna make you feel emotional, and it's gonna take you back to your childhood too. People who grew up watching Scooby Doo or fans of Scooby Doo, and make them feel nostalgic about it, while also telling a new, fresh story. I think it's gonna try to connect back to the original cartoons a lot more.
But I don't know, man. The only thing, no, I don't know, dude. After reading, okay, when I was watching the trailer, I was reading the comments, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what people are mostly excited for?
What?
What's her fucking name again? The one with the glasses. Velma?
Yeah.
One dude was just like, "Hey yo, I want to see how thick they gonna make Velma in this movie." And I was just like,
That's weird.
"What the fuck?" Yeah, I was just like, "It's a cartoon. You getting turned on by a cartoon?" But anyways, I don't know. Like, I mean, I may be wrong. I was wrong about a lot of movies, so I don't know. But right now, it's not there for me.
All right. What's your number 1?
I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. You just fucking said it. Dunny.
Dune?
Dune, yeah. Fuck me. Again, man. I mean, man, it's gonna have my boy Danny in this. It's having Oscar Isaac. That's like that's every like the most successful Latino actor right now in the game. It's gonna have my girl Rebecca Ferguson. It's gonna have Thanos. It's gonna have Agent Silva. Uh, it's gonna have my boy Timothy. I want to see if he's gonna finally speak French after a few years. But I'm excited for it, man. Hopefully, like I still think Blade Runner should have got a lot of attention. I know like I know the time run was a turn off, and also how you said like no one knew anything about the first one. But I hope it makes it big, and I think it's gonna be big because I think they're gonna have a whole entire toy line for the movie. If you didn't know that.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah, they're going like, I don't know, but like I read this, they're gonna have toys for the movie.
Hmm.
So I'm really sure they're really banking on it for it to be big, or at least big enough for them to have toys. So I'm excited for it, man. But I'm mostly excited just for my boy, because you know how much I think Timothy has a really good future ahead of him, and I actually want to see Oscar Isaac in something good. You know, it's been a while. It's been a while. I'm still
Yeah,
waiting for Michael Fassbender.
been a few years. Been a few years.
It's gonna be a few years for Michael Fassbender. God damn it.
All right. Now to my number one, and that is Blonde, the new Marilyn Monroe film, starring Ana de Armas as Norma Jean, aka Marilyn Monroe. Um, I think she's a really great actress. I'm glad she's finally gonna get she got her first big leading role this year, right, to a wide audience with Knives Out. But I feel like this performance is really probably gonna solidify her as a critically loved actress, and maybe get her an Oscar nomination. Once again, goes back to the Hollywood stuff. I really like that, like true stories. And I'm interested. It's a Plan B film. It's gonna be produced by Brad Pitt. We also got Andrew Dominik, who's directing the film, who also made Killing Them Softly and the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. He's a really good director. Excited to see what he does here. I think this is an overlooked film right now for the year. I'm not sure where it's coming out yet. If it's I'm not sure if it's a Netflix film or if it's what studio is putting it out, but I'm really excited for it.
You know, if it comes out in fall, you know they're banking on it for it to be like to get an award or at least get nominated.
I think that it will. Unfortunately, Killing Them Softly wasn't a big Oscar. It wasn't an Oscar film at all because people just didn't watch it or didn't understand the film. I don't really know what happened there, but a lot of people love the Jesse James movie. I think it got a lot of recognition, so I think this one's gonna really shine.
It's Marilyn Monroe, and some casual audience is gonna be like, "Oh, she saw it, so why not?"
I mean, the last Marilyn Monroe film I watched was My Week with Marilyn back in 2011 with Michelle Williams, and that film was great. She gave a great performance, got an Oscar nomination for that. So I think Armas is going to follow in that footsteps. I think she's going to get a nomination probably. I know she's a really good actress. I can't wait to see what she does with this role.
Okay.
What's your number one?
No. That was it.
That was it. Oh,
yeah.
Dune was your number one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was one. I was about to
right.
fucking panic. I was like, well, okay.
All right, well, that's our list, guys. I do want to throw out a couple honorable mentions that didn't make the list. I think the new Ghostbusters looks pretty fun. I'm excited to see what happens with it. Not getting my hopes up, but I thought the trailer was good, and I'm excited to see what they do with that. And I think the new Invisible Man movie looks really good. I just wish the trailer hadn't gave away so much. But
I think Johnny Depp should have played the Invisible Man.
All right, and with that, we're going to end this episode.
I did it just to see a reaction, to be honest.
We'll see you guys next time.